To be honest, I have no expectations. And your father seems determined to let you find your own way. If something did happen, well, we'd address it as befits a family of our stature.
Yes, alright, I think I'd like that.
I'm sure there will be much to discuss once I return.
I trust the delay with your men is nothing serious.
Poor weather, I believe. Their progress has been slow, but it's nothing you need worry about.
You told my father the delay was your fault. Did I even hear that? I don't think I was in the room when I heard that, but still, my metagaming instincts tell me I must ask.
In a manner of speaking, if I had reinforced our border levies earlier, my troops could have left before the rains. I confess, my confidence in your father allowed me some complacency. I guess that makes it as much his fault.
Oh, I see. Passing the blame onto my dad. Cheek. Well, I wish you well, Arl Howe.
I thank you. That is quite unnecessary.
Oh, looks like somebody's got a guilty conscience. What have you been up to? Duncan the Grey Warden.
I'm sorry, but I believe your father wishes to talk to the Arl and myself alone.
I was hoping to ask you a quick question or two.
Very well. I doubt your father would mind a slight delay.
So are there really Darkspawn in the south?
Indeed. We spotted a horde assembling in the Korcari Wilds not 3 weeks ago. Luckily, King Cailan took us at our word and marshaled Ferelden's forces quickly. The first battles have already been fought. Your father and I must move quickly.
How many Darkspawn are there?
Thousands. Perhaps 10,000 or more in this horde. Normally the Darkspawn stay in the deep roads. It bodes ill that so many risk the surface.
So, how much danger exactly are Fergus and my father in?
Well, I understand the first battles have gone easily.
Indeed. Are the Grey Wardens sure this is a blight, and not simply some large Darkspawn raid?
No archdemon has been sighted yet, my lord. But with my entire soul, I believe this is a blight.
I wish we shared your faith. I suppose we shall see for ourselves once we arrive at the King's camp.
So would you really recruit me into the Grey Wardens?
Of course. You're young, skilled, and eager for battle, or so I heard. The Grey Wardens do not recruit simply anybody, and I intend no flattery when I say you show promise. The old treaties allow me to conscript you even against your father's wishes, but I will not do so. Our order is too small to risk animosity with Ferelden's nobility.
I'm glad I am to hear it.
It's tempting, your lordship, but I'm content to see what other candidates your castle offers.
So did you really come all this way to see Sir Gilmore?
I have only found a couple of worthy candidates in my travels across Ferelden. Your father invited me here, suggesting this Sir Gilmore. If he is not suitable, I will head south and join up with the king.
Do you know the king?
Not well. King Cailan is an eager young man who has shown great wisdom in responding to the Darkspawn threat.
I've heard he's a bit enraptured with the Grey Warden legend, and that is why he caters to your order.
How? That is unworthy of you.
He only repeats what we've all heard. Whatever the king's reasons, I'll take his support. The priority is defeating the Darkspawn before they threaten all of Ferelden.
Alright, well I'll leave you alone then.
Until we speak again.
Alrighty. No sneaky recruiting me while my dad's away.
Shouldn't you be off to your brother, as I asked?
Are you sure you'll be alright?
Your brother and I go into battle, not an afternoon tea. Who knows what will happen to us? I will tell you, however, you're my cherished son. I love you, and I trust you completely to carry on the Kuzlin name if the worst should happen. But don't worry about me, dear boy. You'll have enough to occupy your mind while I'm gone.
Cherished son, eh? I wonder what Fergus would think if he heard that. Him being the eldest and all. So is sending all of our forces south a good idea?
When the king demands it. In fact, not sending our forces south would be a distinctly bad idea. Don't worry, pup. You shouldn't see many problems, but I want you to prepare the men left here. In case.
In case of what?
Legends of the Blights tell of horrible things. These Darkspawn once threatened many lands. If we can't hold them, you must prepare for the worst.
Well, I'll do my best, Father, I swear it.
I know you will. You are a Kuzland, after all.
Yes,
But
I
let's
am.
not speak of ominous things. We shall assume that all will go well, and the Maker will watch over us.
The Maker. Religion. So where do you think Fergus is?
Upstairs in his chambers, no doubt. Saying goodbye to Oriana and your nephew.
Alright, I'll go now.
I'll talk to you soon. Just let me finish my meeting with Duncan.
Okay. Let's have a... Oh. Hello, Mr. Guard, sir.
Good evening, my lord.
Good evening.
Good evening, my lord.
What? Wait a minute.
Good evening, my lord.
Oh, you must be the twins.
Good evening, my lord.
House guards.
Greetings, my lord. You are the Terran's son, are you not?
And who are you?
I am a member of Alhao's personal guard. The rest of the Arl's forces are expected tonight. I understand you shall take charge of your father's castle once we march.
So I'm told, yes.
Ah, then I wish you luck. Good evening, my lord.
Yes, good evening. You untrustworthy scumbag. More guards. That's...
Good evening, my lord.
Oh, triplets.
Good evening, my lord.
Quadruplets, I guess. Oh, what's out here? The main courtyard. I wonder what that's for. Guess that leads out to the yard. It's nice, isn't it? Yeah, I like it. Looks like something fell down. Yeah, looks like they're in the middle of reparations. They're probably still rebuilding after the occupation by Orlais. Let's have a... Oh, here we go. What's all this nonsense? Let's have a... See this? What I'm doing here? Tab button highlights everything that can be interacted with. Okay, let's have a look. See, what's this book? A Chant of Light, the Blight. Yes, that's gone into the Codex, which is where the you have your quests and completed quests. Codex, conversation history. Halfguard, Duncan, Alhau. Everything you've said is recorded. And downloadable content. Boing. Look at all that. Alright, Codex, Magic and Religion. Okay, I'm not going to read this out, but I will scroll through it all so that if you want, you'll be able to pause and read it at your leisure. Okay. Okay. Culture and history. Highever. Castle Highever. This is where we live. Okay. And again, a quick scroll through for those who are interested in reading. You'll be able to pause that and read through it. Characters. Duncan. There you go, for those of you who are interested in reading. And Arl Rendon Howe. Not my dad though. It's interesting. Notes. What's notes? Feast day. Feast day. I don't need to look at that. These, what are these? Controls. Don't need that either. Just related. Alright. Mark all those as red. That way we can keep track of the ones that we haven't looked at. Okay. Soldiers Pass. That's, yes, that's something else. Father's Task. Oh. Mother Malone. The Chantry. I think I'll be polite to these people, but I'm not entirely sure that Adrian Kuzlin believes in it. Look at him. Look at him staring off into the distance. Looks like he might be a bit of an emo hero.
Maker, prepare a place for us. Redeem our world from sin. Forgive our transgressions.
Maker, forgive us all!
Have you come to pray for your brother and father? I'd be happy to ask for the Maker's blessings with you.
If it'll make you feel better.
Would it not make you feel better?
I'm just feeling frustrated.
Because of your brother's departure?
I just have a bad feeling.
It troubles me to see cares hang heavy on such young shoulders. Your father does well to put such trust in you. I will pray for the safety of your father and your brother. Join in if your heart compels you. Creator of the sky, the land, and the sea, hear your people in our time of need. Let no man have cause to fear the shadows. Let their souls be lifted upon your return. So let it be. Your faith is silent tonight. I hope you are just deep in reflection. There are many more who must receive the Maker's blessings before they leave. If you would excuse me. I cannot. Many await my attendance before they march into the unknown. We shall talk once the soldiers have departed.
Alright then. New Codex, the Maker. Oh, just brush me aside then.
Evening, my lord.
He sounds different at least. Okay, there's a new Codex entry. Let's have a quick look. Magic and Religion. The Chant of Light, the Blight. I think we've already gone through this. But there it is again for you, if you haven't seen before. The Commandments of the Maker. Okay. And again, for those of you who really want to see them, you'll be able to pause and read at your leisure. And the Maker. This is their version of God, I guess. There's a... I mean, it's worth taking the time to look through this stuff because it's there's a well, it's got quite a bit to do with the storyline. You get involved in some religious goings on. I'll just leave it at that.
Good evening, my lord.
Oh. Good evening to you.
Let's get started.
Oh, that's back to locked. Can't pick it because I'm not a rogue. I have played it through as a rogue. Oh, look at this. God. Tell you, when I'm in charge, all that will be cleared away and sorted out.
Oh, my lord, we were just,
playing cards.
Well, the treasury's safe. I'm not even sure why the Terran stationed us here.
Did my father fear someone would steal something?
I don't know. Nobody has come to look at the treasury.
Who has the key to the treasury?
The Terran, and perhaps the Tanner? Honestly don't know, my lord.